Hello, Tom Johnson Medlin. I'm seated in front of a photo I took at Walt Whitman's grave. I had attended the grave 15 or 20 times in the course of the last several years, and during my visits I would sit upon the rock that is there. I would read some of Whitman's Leaves of Grass. I would reflect, and then I would begin my own poems for Walt, which I gathered together in a collection entitled Mincing Words with Whitman. It's the second half of my book, Into the Same Place, a volume of poems about the importance of place in life. So I'll be reading a few of those poems for you today. This rock of my reflection. I have come to find myself on this rock of my reflection, Walt, our native son, just alongside your resting place, your burial place. There is no garland, laurel wreath here at this grave for you, our greatest troubadour and bard of the shifting art. No fanfare, to be sure. All you will find is several clumps of hideous plastic flowers, left by those who must have meant well but had no sense of the beauty of impermanence nor the impermanence of beauty. All things fade and blossom in a ring of endless light and hope. All things turn themselves in upon themselves again for some sort of nourishment and sustenance beyond the grave that cannot hold them. This will be my Elegiac rant, the dusty dirt gathered and scattered at my feet amid the rocks that sleep with you in this sullen repose, almost like a quivering pause hanging in an eternal and lifeless space between time. This is my cry across the surface of life and its every limb. All life hangs here in this dimension while you craft a filigree phrase with jeweled meaning and facets of light and glory. It is your pause. It is where you do your work. I sit in this place of moistly laden breeze and pray a droplet of your skill will land on me. An iota of your respiration will fill my lungs. O native son, sing while I am here, that I may learn the melody of your leaves. Those leaves have been singing in breezes all over this fashioned earth of word and despair. Sharing the dirt. I hope you do not mind that I have shared your plot with others, Walt. I have brought them to your dirt that they may get it caked on the bottoms of their shoes, on the cuffs of their pants, in the crackling hidden places of their lungs, so that every atom that is yours may become theirs as well. The Dead, for Galen. I have come to where the dead live, because they have a fondness for silence and pauses between the words. The sloping green hills of this place are still enough, are peaceful enough, that the great blue heron does not feel a need to leave. It sits there silent and still, undisturbed. Every cubic inch of this place seems steeped in a sacredness of space that hallows what it touches. This dirt is worthy of holding our pain. There are bruised and tender portions of life that ache so badly and render us so paralyzed that only tears can be found on the landscape. This place makes that holy. This is a place that you could lean into and loaf upon at ease and find yourself made whole. Every blade of grass here is formed from this soil and from this air and leans into the fabrication of my soul and of my being.